turn. They wanna see the Michael that they see on TV. Are you never ready?
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to CineBolt. I'm not here to waste your time. In today's video, we're counting down the top 6 action thrillers hiding on Netflix that you need to add to your watch list right now. So with that intro out of the way, let's get into why you clicked on this video. Kicking off our list is a total gem that flew under the radar, The Baker. The setup is simple. Ron Perlman plays a quiet, unassuming baker living a peaceful life. But when his estranged son gets mixed up with some seriously bad people, he's forced to dust off a very particular and very violent set of skills to protect the only family he has left, his granddaughter.
Let's go home.
This is the comfort food of action movies. If you're a fan of the retired badass gets pulled back in genre, this is your jam. Think John Wick if he decided to trade his guns for a pastry bag before getting pissed off again. Ron Perlman is just perfect here. He has that world-weary gravitas that sells the whole thing, and the action is brutal, grounded, and personal. Now, to manage expectations, the plot isn't reinventing the wheel. You'll see some twists coming from a mile away. But honestly, who cares? You're not here for a mind-bending plot. You're here to see Hellboy bake a cake and break some bones. Overall, this is a solid, gritty action thriller for anyone who loves Taken or Nobody. Coming in next is a film that redefines the term brutal. I'm talking about the Indonesian action masterpiece, The Night Comes for Us. The story follows Ito, a top triad enforcer who betrays his organization to save a young girl, making him the target of every killer in the criminal underworld, including his former best friend, played by Iko Uwais from The Raid. Let me be crystal clear. This might be one of the goriest, most violent action films ever made, period. The fight choreography is next level. A symphony of broken bones, visceral stabbings, and beautifully complex martial arts. The action is relentless. Once it starts, it almost never lets up. The butcher shop fight scene alone is an all-timer. The plot is the film's main weakness. It's paper thin and really just serves as a vehicle to get from one insane fight to the next. The characters aren't deeply developed, but the raw physicality of the performances tells you everything you need to know. This is pure, uncut action cinema. This is a must-watch for hardcore action junkies. If you loved The Raid but thought it could use even more blood, this is your holy grail. And please, do not watch this with a weak stomach. Next, we've got a sleek and stylish flick that got a bit of a raw deal when it came out, The Girl in the Spider's Web. This is a soft reboot of the Lisbeth Salander saga, with the incredible Claire Foy taking over the role of the vigilante hacker. This time, she's hired to steal a dangerous computer program that can access the world's nuclear codes, which obviously throws her into a global conspiracy filled with spies and assassins.
We're running out of time. Now the world will burn. And everyone will know.
Look, I get it. The David Fincher version is a masterpiece. But if you can separate the two, this movie is a damn good time. My personal take is that this is the James Bond version of Lisbeth Salander. It's less of a grim Scandinavian noir and more of a high-tech, globe-trotting spy thriller, and it totally works on that level, with action sequences that are slick and beautifully shot. A major drawback is that it does feel a bit more generic than its predecessors. The plot is a little more straightforward, and it lacks some of the grit and psychological depth you might be expecting. But if you're in the mood for a slick, fast-paced spy thriller with a killer lead performance, give this a shot. Next up, a big-budget Netflix original that's pure popcorn fun, Heart of Stone. Gal Gadot stars as Rachel Stone, an elite agent for a secret global peacekeeping organization that relies on an all-powerful AI called the Heart to predict and neutralize threats. When a mysterious hacker tries to steal it, Stone has to go rogue to get it back, before the world plunges into chaos. Simply put, turn your brain off and enjoy the ride. This movie is a throwback to the larger-than-life spy blockbusters of the 90s. The set pieces are absolutely massive. We're talking skydiving, car chases through ancient cities, and shootouts in high-tech bunkers. It's a non-stop, globe-trotting adventure that's designed to just be a blast. Gal Gadot has the action hero charisma down, and she carries the film effortlessly. The main weakness here is a lack of originality. The plot feels like it was put together from spare parts of every Mission Impossible and Bond film. The dialogue can be a bit clunky, and the villains are pretty standard. Don't go in expecting a complex narrative. Go in expecting spectacular stunts and a fun, explosive good time. Perfect for a Friday night when you just want to watch stuff go boom. Alright, strap in for this one, y'all. Next, we have one of the wildest, most unapologetically violent and stylish movies on Netflix, Polar. Mads Mikkelsen plays Duncan Visla, aka the Black Kaiser, the world's top assassin who is just days away from retirement. The problem? His scumbag employer has a policy of killing off his aging agents to avoid paying out their pensions. What follows is a brutal, hyperkinetic rampage of revenge.
If a former agent dies after retirement,
this movie is an absolute assault on the senses, in the best way possible. It's like a graphic novel brought to life, with insane visuals, over-the-top characters, and some of the most creative and bloody action sequences you'll ever see. Mads Mikkelsen is a force of nature. He can say more with a single glare than most actors can with a full monologue. Be warned though, this flick is not for everyone. The violence is extreme, and the tone is all over the map, swinging from grim seriousness to pitch-black comedy in a heartbeat. It can be jarring, and it's definitely not for the squeamish. If you love movies like John Wick and Crank and wish they were even more insane, Polar is your must-watch. And finally, here we are at the film that didn't just raise the bar for action movies. It is the bar. I'm talking about Gareth Evans' magnum opus, The Raid 2. Picking up moments after the first film ends, rookie cop Rama is forced to go deep undercover to infiltrate Jakarta's most powerful crime syndicate and expose the corrupt officials pulling the strings. This is one of the greatest action films of all time. It takes the contained, claustrophobic intensity of the original and blows it up into a sprawling, epic crime saga. The fight scenes are nothing short of genius. The prison yard riot, the car chase, and the final kitchen duel are masterclasses in choreography, cinematography, and raw intensity. But unlike its predecessor, it also has a compelling, character-driven story that feels like a classic gangster flick. The only potential drawback is its pacing. It's a much longer and more deliberate film than the first one. It takes its time building the world and the characters, so if you're only here for non-stop action, some of the plot-heavy scenes might feel a bit slow. However, this is essential viewing. It's the perfect fusion of a gritty crime drama and a jaw-dropping martial arts spectacle, and for fans of The Departed and, of course, The First Raid, this is the pinnacle of the genre. And that's the list, y'all. 6 absolute action bangers, hiding on Netflix, just waiting for you. What did I miss? What are some hidden gems you found that I need to check out? Drop your recommendations in the comments below, I read all of them. And if this video helped you find your next movie night obsession, do me a solid. Smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next drop.